What's up, guys? It's the Creators Create podcast where the creators create. I'm Jules, aka Self-Employed, and today we have the 8th episode. Special guest.
What's good? It's Dream, also known as Vi3ions.
What's up, bro? Let them know who you are and what you do.
So I'm Dream. I guess I'll say content creator, photographer, videographer, website design. The whole little media kit all bounced into one little ball. You know what I mean? Not too crazy.
Shoot, before we get started, let me ask you, how this year been treating you?
Yo, to be honest, 2023 has been an amazing year.
No, it has.
No, dead ass. Amazing year.
Shoot, so let's start where we even met.
So we met at what? Was that the first Wine Yeezy event?
Yeah.
First Wine Yeezy event. Shout out to Wine Yeezy. I mean, actually, he got another one coming up this Wednesday. Yeah, I think it's this Wednesday. It's for the ladies. Check it out.
Yes, sir.
But no, that was my first time ever really going to one of those type of events in a long time. I've been doing this for a little bit over 4 years. I kind of got to that point of I didn't feel like that was important, but like this year, I'm doing all of that.
You had to pop out?
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, I
sure.
feel the same way. Like, the year started with that event, that meeting. Just in general, like, popping out, meeting new people, meeting new creators. It's definitely dope. This year been good.
No, definitely. It's been a great 2 months. No, for sure.
So, where did the inspiration come from, being a photographer?
To be honest, I always tell this story. I got a friend, her name Tiff. Shout out to Girls Night. She actually had a photo shoot a few years ago, and the photographer canceled on her. And she had her camera and asked me to shoot her. I wound up shooting in the parking lot across the street from my crib. And, like, she really liked the photos. So I was
just
like,
happened.
Yeah, I might as well make it a business.
For real.
Yeah.
So, after that, where did you take it, when it started getting serious?
Truthfully, I didn't really get fully serious until I had my son back in December of 2019. But honestly, up until maybe this year, like this the first year I actually was like, yo, I'm a commercial print photographer. You know what I mean?
Setting them standards.
Yeah, like really setting that standard. You know what I mean? Really going and saying this is what I want to pose to just being able to go, yo, I can do that. I can do this too. I can do that. You kind of get scatterbrained, and nobody really get to understand your true identity of what you're trying to create. And I feel like for print and commercial, that's the best way to showcase it. Because I want billboards and all that type of stuff.
Right.
Magazines and all that.
So do you tap into video, or is it just videography? I mean,
photography. No, yeah, I do tap into vids. I just don't really like shooting vids for everybody. Like, once you start showing people that you can do something, everybody wants to lean in on that skill. And I do a lot of stuff on top of I'm building myself personal brand, because I don't want to stay a photographer. You know what I mean?
Right.
I still I'm a brand model. I do commercial and print modeling too. So it's like I've been more of trying to put myself out there and building with people that are already building. Like, I don't like when people come to me with nothing on the plate, where it's like you taking me away from what I've already started building, started putting money into marketing. I'm in school. Like, it'd be like,
it's a lot.
Yeah, it'd be a lot. And I'm a dad. You know what I mean? So
you gotta bring them assets.
Yeah, like it really gotta be a thing where we both can build. You know what I mean? I love building with people. I believe that that's the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Having a team.
Shoot, where the creators create.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? Like, what we can do together is so much more than what we can do individually. It's just like people can't put their egos to the side. You know what I mean? Even myself, I've been that before, so I don't knock nobody for having an ego or a chip on their shoulder. It's just about when you figure out it's time to let that shit go. You know what I mean?
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, like, it's cool to, think you bigger than every situation, but sometimes you're really not. You know what I mean? Not tone that shit down.
So have you ever tapped into the landscape photography?
Yeah, briefly. Like, when I first got a camera, it wasn't nothing else to shoot. You know what I mean? When you first pick up a cam, models don't be and quick to want to work with you. So I started with that for like maybe a week. Shot my best friend, shot my homie, shot some of my clothes, and then it kind of started becoming meeting people and connecting the dots that way and fucking up.
I'm sure that comes with everything.
Yeah, no, definitely. You gotta fuck up.
Explain one of your like worst situations you was in with the photography, or even the best, one or the other.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna share one of both, I guess. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna share one of my best.
I was about to say the worst might be like
the worst kind, crazy. Hold on. I worked on a project when I first started. It was this model Diamond, this model Armani, and this model my sis Ariel. And like I just laid their heads together on the floor and shot it. It was one of my most liked photos for like 2.5 years. And I was probably like maybe 7 months in. Shit got like 800 likes. I was like, damn. What happened? But no, I realized Instagram is...
Yeah, that shit constantly changes as far as the algorithm and everything like that.
But that was definitely one of my first moments. I was like, I really can do this shit. Then after that, it's just rinse and repeating. You know what I mean? Getting better every day.
So when it comes to getting, jobs in this field, like how do you go about that?
Man.
Does it come to you, or do you go out and get it, or like how?
Both. Both. Like, to be honest, I know that if I post 3 to 4 times in a week, I'm gaining a client. But I also know if I go outside and go talk to people, I'm gaining a client. I don't really rub people wrong when it come to that, because I come from a place of I want to see everybody win or grow. You know what I mean? And I get free game. You know what I mean? I can meet somebody and be like, yo, you ever thought of doing this? And then they want to know more about me, and I'm like, oh, man, I own a media company.
Boom.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's about them connects.
Yeah, business is all about relationships, you know what I mean? You a likable person, people will buy anything from you.
No, that's a fact, especially when you have like some substance behind it.
No, facts. 2022, your favorite moment as a designer, stylist, creator?
I could say 2023 is my best year yet because of the things that have been happening. That's all I can say. Like, this year been different.
That's thorough. Because you met me in 2023. You heard him, right? Yeah.
Speaking about that, we got a team member on the self-employed squad.
Nah,
you guys
for sure.
didn't know.
No, for sure. I definitely agree, though. 2023 has been a great year. I'm glad I met the people I met. Like, you've been pushing my creativity a lot, to be honest.
Shit, you've been making my creativity happen. Like, you've been putting it into play for...
Nah, bro. I've been asking for that for a long time, though. Like, to meet somebody that actually is open to not only their vision, but seeing a twist to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Everybody play their own part, and like it's never like it's not gonna happen all with you. You just let it happen sometimes, and you just create.
Nah, for real. I definitely agree with that. That's like to all creatives though. Gotta understand that. Like, if you can learn anything, learn from another creative. You know what I mean? Find somebody that you can click up with and see what they do, see what you do.
And mash
it up, bro. Right?
That's make a creative fucking tornado.
Yo, I want to find another photographer, like another one. I just met Amir. I already know Juan and them. I still haven't worked with Juan. There's a couple photographers I want to work with. I want to work with Rue. Even some brands.
I was gonna ask you that. Who do you want to work with that you haven't worked with?
Like big time?
Yeah, big time. Like,
shit,
if it was a magazine or if it was a brand.
I would love to have Rihanna, of course. And the Diddy. I want to work with Diddy, even though people got mixed relationships with Diddy. I want to see the business. No, actually, 50 Cent. I'd rather meet 50.
Why is that?
50 is him. He honest. I love honest people, bro. Like 50, I feel like 50 would keep it a being on what it's like to take that next step. Cause he went from rapping into movies and then went to just
everything.
producing the movies. That's big. I want to work with Chris Brown. You know what I mean? Chris Brown's super creative. Kind of some smaller people.
Yeah, I was about to say, what about in the city right now
In the
that you ever
city,
work with?
I already work with Self-Employed. Hashawn Carey I work with already. I worked with Milano in the past. I would love to work with Lavello. I kind of met her multiple times.
Man, shout out to all them.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Honestly, it's not nobody I don't want to work with. It's more of who feels like I can work with them and help them grow. I mean, because I don't want to work with nobody to waste time just to say, oh, I work with you. I want to see the people I work with actually go to the next level.
For sure. So let me ask you, in this day and age, there's a lot of photographers. What makes you different? How do you stand out?
I wasn't always a photographer. Like, that's a, honestly, like, I wasn't always a photographer. I played sports. You know what I mean? I went to school. I'm from South Philly. I kind of just a little different. Like, I am a creative at heart, but I also understand people. Like, I understand people. I don't think that working with, or if I meet you and us start connecting, you taking business from me, I don't believe in that. It's like, what's for me is for me. So I think the thing that made me different is I don't care to fit in. Truthfully.
Facts, facts, facts. So where do you see yourself in the future going with this?
Um, Eventually, I'm gonna get from behind the camera. Definitely. My goal is to really be in movies, magazines, billboards. Really being able to create an influence that can change the culture. Cause I really look at myself like a new age geek. To be honest, you get told being smart is a weirdo, like you're a geek. But like looking at it later on, I'm really smart, but I played sports, so it's kind of like a median. You know what I mean? It's cool to be smart. You know what I mean? Because in the long run, they the ones that make the change. They the ones that really get the money. You really think about it.
For sure, for sure.
The class count only cool in school.
No, that's a fact. Later on, you be like, damn. Some of them people, I'm like, damn, they getting money. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he was the one in the accounting
no,
class.
That's a fact. None of that really matter.
Nah, facts.
That's just a phase when you're young, for real.
How do you separate yourself with everything you got going on?
Shoot. Just doing me, honestly, not zoning in too much of what everybody else doing, and like working with the right people as I'm learning now, and just keep producing that fire, keep being me.
Hey, bro, I agree with that. Like, up until maybe a year ago, I really didn't know too many photographers. Like, still, the photographers I do know, I speak to them. I really can share the connection with them. But, like, when people be yelling out names and all that, that don't excite me. Because I feel like photography is all about your own creativity, your own perspective.
Yeah, nah. You can take it to so many different levels of photography. Like you said, it's art.
Yeah, like, what is the pivotal of a photographer? Like, who is that?
No one. I was gonna ask
like,
you, what's your cam to shoot on? What's your favorite camera?
I'm a Sony guy. I love Sony. The camera lighter. It's just so adjustable. You know what I mean? They give me the most quality images. Even though Canon is for pictures is amazing, but Sony give you a comfortable median. You can do both at a high level.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the most different, like, weirdest kind of camera you ever shot with? Like, have you ever did
film?
I was about to say film. Have you ever touched with film and stuff like that?
I did, and it's crazy. That was a different experience. I actually used to work with a makeup artist, and one day she said it to me about film, and I was like, you know what, let me try it. And I actually tried it. It take too long. It take too long.
With developing all that.
Yeah, but you can kind of get film shots from knowing how to edit in Photoshop. So I be kind of dipping and dabbling in that. I don't have a direct edit though. Like, I don't have an edit that's just like, yo, that's the Visions edit.
That's another question I was gonna have. How do you go about, like, each time you shoot? Is it just like a little edit? Do you have a certain style of editing, or?
Yeah, like I'm a commercial print photographer, so I'm one of those editors that I get into the detail. Like even getting a little hair, it's like I get mad when I miss stuff. But I want your pictures to look like they can be in a magazine spread.
Shoot, well, we could talk about the back as he said. You just had like.
Yeah, man, that's my thing. I like making people look like stars. I mean, what does a paparazzi photo look like? Let me put a regular person in that position and
Okay.
make them feel like they got paparazzi. I mean,
How you
it
say
build a
that?
culture around the image, make people feel larger than life.
Okay, okay. So talk about that magazine spread, like I was just saying.
Yeah, man, my first model magazine spread. Shout out to Self-Employed, bro. You know what I mean?
Clap it up.
I met you 2 months ago, and a month later, we already in the magazine, and that was my
produced.
first as a model. So
Yeah.
that was a dope experience. Shout out to 6X Portraits magazine. Yeah, bro. I'm just looking forward to what's next. Like,
Yeah, what is next? What do you see what's next in the next few months for you?
man, I gotta get back on the TV. I want some more magazine publications. I want some bigger influencers to connect with. I definitely want to get wow, celebrity. See, I couldn't even get it out because they all normal people, but a celebrity client. And I want to take all the brands and models that I connect with all to the next level.
And build that team, right?
Yeah, like build that 90-day plan.
Man, forget a team, build that empire.
Yo, build that culture like that continues on. Nah, for real. That's big for me. Like really seeing everybody attacking their goals. Like my first low key test run for this year was Nagby. I done watched them get Monique. I done watched them get Noah this season, about 4 shows in New York Fashion Week. And he working on something for Nike. And that was all off a conversation we had at the end of December.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking forward for that. Even with Self-Employed, bro. We did our first campaign.
That shit was crazy, yo. I got to check that out. Gotta check that out already.
No, for real. We got some heat. We
Nah,
got some
for
heat.
sure.
You know what I mean? Bringing all the creatives together. I'm really excited to see what we can do. You know what I mean? We got a lot of ideas.
This year just started, like you keep saying.
Man, I'm just excited for that, man.
Yeah,
Just
me
keeping the
too.
foot on the glass.
That's a fact.
And I gotta get my masters. I gotta get my masters by the end of this year. Shout out to SNHU.
Nah, that would be lit, bro. Shout out to you for that.
Nah,
for real.
I'm gonna throw a big ass party for
Shit.
graduation.
Coming soon, coming soon.
No cap.
All right, so for somebody younger than you, or even one to like hop in the same alley as you, what would you tell them? Some good advice.
Just to do it. Like, and when I say just do it, truthfully, you're not gonna get the support that you expect yourself to receive in the beginning. But don't let that stop you from doing it. Because what I've learned from my journey is people don't clap for you until they see it, until they see successes.
I think that's how it is in our alley in general, though. At least for a lot of us, some come up just lucky with either just having the followers or
Support system.
or that, but just creatives in general. I feel like a lot of us go through that, like creative cloud sometimes.
Yeah, and it's good that you go through that because you striving for so much more. So the regular stuff don't excite you. That's the
Sure.
biggest thing.
Shit, that's the biggest thing in my life right now. I need to hop in the bigger brackets.
Nah, for real, bro.
Nothing's fun no more.
I done did a lot, but
That's facts.
the goals that I have is even bigger than what I've done.
That's my problem.
No, that's what make you unique.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm not doing nothing, but it's like it's still the same to me. Like if I've been in the same position 2 months ago, it's like nah, it ain't enough. I need
While
more.
somebody sitting at home wishing they was in your position.
Nah, it be like that.
We
But
all
don't-
in that
But that's what
position.
happens. But like just doing it, like you said.
Yeah, when you just do it and not worry about the goal, and just focus on the journey, you be so much more ahead. Because instead of going, like, for instance, with weight loss, I want to lose 10 pounds. Just work out every day for 30 days.
Man, don't talk about it. Just do it.
You gonna lose more than
we
10
over here
pounds.
Nike.
Yeah,
just
no,
do
real
it.
shit. Like, you just do it. Because when you start talking to people, they gonna slow you down. They gonna start telling you the negative shit.
You're gonna be waiting for them to go to the gym.
Exactly.
Nah, just go ahead.
Like,
Go
you
about
want
it
to take
yourself.
pictures? Start taking pictures on your phone.
Yeah, no excuse. You don't need that camera. You got a phone.
Exactly, bro. You want a model? Start taking pictures on your phone.
Like, yeah, yourself.
Exactly.
You want to do whatever in life, just do it yourself. Like,
And then the people will start to find you. That's the craziest thing about it.
it take a while to get there, though. I'll tell you that.
No, it take a while to get there with the people you expect to get there. Like, you'll meet a photographer when you want to start modeling that might not be good, but that's the person you get your test in with. But we'll look past them because we going, yo, I want this quality. But you also not that quality model for them to look at you.
Yeah, you gotta go through the steps. You gotta go through the mud. You gotta go through everything it takes to get where you gotta go.
Yeah, it's no elevator to success. And if it is, you ain't gonna stay there. Because elevators go up and down all day. Like,
Nah, for real. No matter when you get to the top, it's always somebody gonna try.
knock
Somebody
you
right
down.
behind you
Yeah,
trying to get
bro.
it anyway.
Like, I look at that shit all the time. As a photographer, I be like, damn, like,
You think
why
it's a
this ain't-
competition?
I don't look at no photographer as competition. Like,
No, do you think like it's a competition, kind of like
for them,
And yeah,
yeah, for them. And unintentionally, because it should. Because to me, anything I see that has been done has showed me that it's possible. And let's be realistic. If you want to be a top-notch photographer, what you got to do? Take a lot of pictures. The fuck? I don't think none of y'all competition. I want y'all to really hear me. I don't look at none of y'all's competition. And it's not because I think I'm better than y'all, even though I don't think y'all better than me. But
you gotta talk that shit
yeah,
sometimes.
it's really just like, why should I look at you like you less or I'm less, where we all just being creative. Celebrate, like, the win is a win. It's like the LeBron and Michael Jordan thing. I hate that competition because no matter what LeBron
They still
do,
both
he'll
nice.
never be Mike,
But
and
they
Mike
still
can never
both
be.
nice, though,
They're
in
both
own
great.
lane. Yeah.
They're both great,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. Everybody want to make a hierarchy, but some shit that's not a hierarchy. Even with clothes, what make a good clothing brand compared to a regular clothing brand? Marketing.
These days, I was gonna say marketing. These
Marketing.
days,
Hey, let's be real, bro.
Like, it's not about like.
It's
a
just the
lot.
marketing.
It's a lot. Yeah, that's all it really is, and that's the crazy part about
That's
it.
the sad part, because it's
Yeah.
a lot of brands that are very good and unique, but they don't get the marketing. That's where I come in at. I meet them people and be like, yo, let's build.
Get it.
I see something, and I think that if you push it this way, it'll get to these people. That's what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? In order to change the generation, you gotta be the change. So that's really why I look at everything.
Yes, sir.
And the competition thing is, I don't compete with them because I'm competing with myself. I grind myself up. No matter how good the photo look, how much everybody like the shit, I'll be sitting in there like, damn, I should have fixed the nostril.
Nah, be like that. You always critique your own work. You always like think it's you need to do more than you need to do.
Yeah, it's gonna keep you moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, for the men, focus on the goal and not the women. Cause focusing on the women would be why you not getting the goal. I promise you. They here to help, but like they throw our focus off all the way. That's the one. Like that's the
Nah, for
biggest
sure,
one.
for sure.
And if you got a woman, the one woman is way more valuable than the community. I promise.
Yeah, the community don't help like the community should.
No, bro, right. You spend so much more money with the community
Yeah.
than when you just got one that's locked in.
And it's not even the money part. It's just holding it down.
Shit,
Like,
I ain't look. It's the money. It's the mental. It's the physical.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a
the
lot for the one
headaches.
reason.
Yeah, man. And when you get into this entertainment world, understand that you stepping into the entertainment world, you gonna deal with a lot of different shit. You know what I mean? You gotta be really mentally poised to like do what we all do as creatives. Especially if you want to get to the big level, you gotta understand. You gotta have your head on the swivel.
And if shoot, let me ask you, like, when you in a room full of big people, what's your first thing that you want to do and talk about?
Honestly, the first thing I do is recognize that I'm a big person in the room too.
Yes, sir. I
And by
like that
doing
answer.
that, you even the playing field. Not like I'm not gonna act like 50 Cent is 50 Cent, but I am gonna remember he's human,
Mhm.
just like I am.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So don't get too lost in the status over the conversation. Whereas like I really wanna know, yo, what was your biggest lesson to, get to that level? What took you over the top? Cause clearly, you went through a lot. I don't plan on getting shot and all that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, understand, 50 know how to get into the media, no matter good or bad, but it always ends up building them. Kanye do the same thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He just go about shit a little differently. I want to meet him too, to be honest. He a creative
Yeah.
genius in my eyes.
Yeah. You like his marketing, his clothes, his music? Which one you like better?
See, I'm one of those people. I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. I like Kanye's attitude because watching his documentary, people played with Kanye for
That
a
was
long
fire. He
time.
put in some work. After watching that, I
Yeah,
respected a lot. Like you think about the new him versus like back then, like it was a whole different like view of it. I was like,
and
oh okay.
I think that's what people forget though. The new him is based off the old him. Y'all played with me all this time when I knew I was bigger than how y'all was treating me. So now he just don't let you treat him any type way. It's just that he go about shit the wrong way. Like he get in the media and wild out a little too extreme. But I understand because it do make you feel like that at times. I know I
Yeah.
go through that. Where I be like, yo, I feel like people disrespecting me.
I
Like,
couldn't even imagine being in their position, like all that paparazzi all day. Like, how do you feel about that? You a photographer? Like, would you be one of them ones that run up on you and snap them
no,
photos?
I'm not the paparazzi photographer. I don't even like events because of that. But um, on the flip side, I guess I would be prepared for it because I'm kind of putting myself in that position. But it's just all about how you go about it. You know what I mean? If you don't present a bunch of negative, you don't really deal with a bunch of negative.
And there's other ways to get their pictures and be in them rooms and meet them without having to do all that extra stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. Know what I mean? So that's really how I go about it. And yeah, the business is just the business. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. You know what I mean? You're gonna have growing pains. You're gonna have people that dislike you. That's with anything. You're gonna have people that like you. People gonna like your pictures. People might not like it. Don't get lost in social media. It's
Yeah,
fake.
don't worry about the likes. Just keep putting that content out
Yeah,
there.
for sure. The social media is fake. It's fake. And Instagram will never actually expose you to the amount of followers you have, no matter what level you were at.
Hmm.
Because they don't get paid if
I was
everybody
about to
get to
say
see
that's
you.
why they charging for ads and all that other shit. They're trying to make it, a paid a
Subscription.
platform
Yeah.
versus like just a regular social media.
Bro, they
Every
trying to do the
every
blue
social.
check. That subscription for blue check is bullshit. But they being smart about what they doing. Like they creating all this AI technology
Yeah, that's different.
to be able to do everything we know how to do. So you can hide behind a fake like profile and everything. So it is. I kind of get it, but once you start being able to pay for it, it's no longer I'm working with you because you got a blue check. It's no longer that.
No. At the end of the day, like everything, we need to get paid out here these days. Like,
I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like at that point you might as well stop worrying about social media altogether.
right?
Because
If
if
the check don't
everybody can
come
get a
through
blue
there,
check,
shit.
yeah, like we all got blue checks down. Like, all right,
Yeah, nah.
but you blue check marketing is going. That shit going.
Yeah, that's not no hype.
Yeah, even influencer marketing. It's like that was a real way they was getting paid. You know what I mean? Now, I think it's like $12.99.
I think it's watered down now.
Yeah, shit watered down.
Like, you know, somebody paid when like a influencer posted that now versus like back in the day. It was like, oh, that's fire. Like, they wearing it, I want it. But now it's like, oh, nah, he paid for that. Like, they and the worst part is I feel like the influencers advertise it like, oh yeah, they just sent me this, da da da, instead of like really promoting it. Like, oh, this is a brand you would wear. This, that, and the third.
Bro, that's why I say, like, they make everything corny when it become that. Because now, all we really going is who got the money. If you got the money to send something to Drake, for instance, and can pay Drake to post it, you in your own, lane.
That's a whole another bracket already.
Yeah.
Just for that one post.
Just for that one post. Where it's like everybody don't have that ability.
That's where the thing comes from. You like, Instagram might not be fake that day.
Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because I know what you're saying about that, but I feel like sometimes like them social medias are a crazy big platform for us.
No, hell yeah. Like, there's certain people you can meet that your life change.
Sometimes take that one post to like, that I got my clothes on Rihanna tomorrow. It's like, yo, that might change some things.
Bro,
like,
you only gotta be right once, bro.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing. Like, imagine you got Rihanna in some clothes she wore and posted and tagged you.
And tagged? Oh, it's over.
It's over.
It's over. They
And
had
like,
3 stores.
And like, and Rihanna is somebody's cousin. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, some people get put in position because they connected at that right position, but we all end up like that in the long run. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not what you know; it's about who you know. You get a picture with Chris Brown, you just became that nigga as a photographer.
So like 2023 is a self-employed year. Like, matter of fact, cheers to
20. Yeah, cheers.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.